Welcome to another episode of the Tall Girls Board. My name is Nyarmalit.
I'm Nomad Richter.
We are tall girls here. We are tall girls, just in case the title didn't tell you enough.
Live up to its name.
Yeah. But unajua, people always ask me, I think they don't ask me, they ask us in the comments of the tall girls. How tall are you guys? 6'1",
5'4".
5. Tell me, dream job of 5'4".
Me neither, but I'm just like, it should be in the name.
Yeah, 5'11". 5'11". I think I'm 6, but I don't know why.
On a good day.
On a good day, I'm 6'1". Ile the little magoti zimesimama, nimenyanyuka, nimestretch, nimenyongeka, nimetoka massage. 6'1".
Physiotherapy.
Siku zingine 6 feet tall.
That's very stupid.
Anyway, guys, welcome to another episode. And today, we're talking. Our topic today is about people who have been discriminated the way tall girls have been discriminated on earth. Now we're coming to tower over everyone, but these gay people and the T guys. What are the T guys? The trans. Yeah, the transitional guys.
Oh, okay.
Transgender, not transition.
Is
T is for transgender, not
wrong?
Transition.
But see, they're in the process.
There are others who are like,
I'm home.
Just call me that gender, but I'm not doing anything to change.
Call me a woman.
Call me a woman. I'm not doing anything to look like a woman, but I'm a woman. You better call me a woman because I have long hair.
Long hair, broad shoulders.
Long hair, broad shoulders, nandevu. Then I call you a woman. Is that not crazy, kidogo? You know?
Now una periods.
If you guys watched a couple of periods ago, a couple of episodes ago, we talked
3
about
months.
this episode where we talked about these canine people. I think that's like last week.
Yeah.
We talked about these canine people. So it will reach a point where these canine people will actually be like, yeah, accept them.
Yeah, I want to work in
Yeah, like you don't understand human beings. They're supposed to evolve. Maybe they are right. That's how we are feeling right now with this transgender. I am a cow thing. This thing. It's just sounding all.
Guys,
at least if you try to change, I can confuse you and call you a woman. Then you're like, you know what? I was a man. But otherwise, I'm sorry. But if you look like a man, it's just hard. I don't know. I don't want to be convince me at least. Yeah. Anyway,
that's what you think. I feel like I've said a lot of yucks that are not really yuck.
Yeah.
Like they're not really discussed. I'm just like, make it make sense.
Yeah. I just don't want to leave my head. You're not using your brain anymore. You're not using logic anymore. You're just moving with the society. No, that's what I don't want.
They've said today they're backing.
Yeah, today they're backing now. And I know there's someone who's like, accept these backing people.
Backers?
These canine humans. They call them just canine beings.
So what does it mean? Should I hire you kukua mbwa kali?
I know, mbwa kali hapa alafu unachungulia unaona njuguna. Well, Njuguna is in chains and shackles.
And hard me.
Woo! And then all of them are sounding like wolves.
Yeah, I'm like, which dog's barking?
Canine, but sinini pia wolves ni canines. Yeah, it's
they're
crazy.
All canines, but I'm just like,
isn't it? Me, I just don't want to leave my brain and just subscribe to
opt on to another.
Yeah, I just don't want to subscribe to something that to me doesn't make sense, and then I'm just like, oh yes, it does make sense because everyone is saying
everybody is allowed to be whoever.
Yeah. Be a cow, but.
Please don't expect me in the shade.
Don't expect me to call you a cow if you don't look like a cow.
You expect me with patches.
Yeah. If I tell you, call me YT.
I am white. A cow. I'm thirsty. Give me milk. Or what? What do you mean by like if you want to be a cow, look like a cow?
Sijui like and you transgender ya kutengeneza kwa ng'ombe. Hata
Kuna
wasema
hiyo.
ni transgender. Sijui. I don't know, but uliona ule mtu alijigeuza kwa mbwa.
Man identifies as a dog, and he turned himself into one to fulfill his lifelong dream. The Japanese man says he's wanted to be an animal ever since he could remember. Things started when he bought a realistic dog costume, which cost him over $15,000. He went viral after showing off his tricks and chasing a ball. But now, Toko has bought a dog cage to sleep in. Toko explained that when he's a dog, he gets locked in the cage at night, and paws at the cage should be set free to truly embody the dog. Toko decided to keep his identity hidden as he worries his friends might think he's weird.
But alienda tu akabai suti, huka kama mbwa. Like, if you make yourself look like that and I call you that and then you're like, how could you? I mean, a human being.
What are the actual cows meant to do?
I know. The cows will be calling you the transgender cow.
Yeah, they're like,
it's just so much madness.
OG.
Unajua hata tujenge kwa historia leo. People are marching. People are marching in town.
Hundreds of Muslims in this African nation have taken to the streets to protest outside the Supreme Court after it made a decision to allow the LGBTQ community the right of association, sparking fury among many, saying the judges who voted for it are supporting immorality and sin. But it gets worse. 3 out of the 5 judges voted for it, which protesters demanded they resign, screaming critical gender ideology is a neo-colonialist idea that has no place in Africa. Kenya has very strict laws against homosexuality. Join me on Discord to talk about it.
Sema hatuwezi tukakubali hiyo sheria iliyotolewa na Supreme Court ya kukubali LGBTQ ikisajiliwa katika hii nchi yetu ya Kenya. Tunasema hatutakubali mashoga na wasagaji ndani ya nchi ya Kenya. Mheshimiwa Rais, sisi tunakuomba kama Wakenya. Maana huko nje, ndani ya learning institutions zetu za Kenya zimeoza. Watoto wanasagana wenyewe kwa wenyewe, watoto wanalautiana wenyewe kwa wenyewe ndani ya school compounds. Mheshimiwa Rais, tunaelekea wapi sisi?
They're not happy with this, the gay stuff.
From Jamia Mosque to somewhere else.
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
They're marching. They're mad. They don't want these people to register as an NGO. They don't want people who are men registered as women and vice versa. They don't want that. And that's what is been passed or has already been passed.
So the issue is these people who are finally allowed. Like, you can form your organization that fights for your rights and goes to say, our people are inflicted by your ways in this way. And the Muslims are like, and other communities. But just like, we can't do this.
You can't do this in town.
You can't do this in the CBD, in an African country. So, I don't know. For me, I'm just like, I never know what to do with believers. By believers, I mean a group, you're all Christians. Believers, like Christians, Muslims, these people who believe in one God. They worship one God and they're constantly preaching about goodness. But then when the opportunity arises, they're very quick to draw a difference between this is what separates you and I. So I don't get it, because you're the same people. When you're monotheists, which is I believe in one God, you decide.
Girl is smart.
Thank you.
Wow.
You decide this our God has decided he loves us all. But then you people who are left on earth who don't even know who this said one God decided is right for you guys. You're like, first of all, you're different from me.
I hate you.
I hate you.
And I will march.
And I will march. And I will
on a Saturday.
On a weekday.
On a Friday. It's actually Friday.
Yeah, or like a weekday.
By the way,
imagine winding down on your week as a working class person. And then you decide, this bothers me so much. It bothers
and me as your wife, I make you lunch.
And
pack
as
it,
your wife,
baby.
I'm making you lunch. I'm like,
pack it and go march.
Office, baby.
Go march for us.
Go march, baby.
And we are not married actually, by the way.
Yeah,
we are just
fornicating.
We are fornicating. We have 4 children. But let's go judge.
Let's go judge.
Anyway, even as we judge people, but we don't feel like we're above.
We are marching.
Even as
nothing is worth marching. Yeah. If it's not hurting anybody, 2 grown adults just coming together and deciding this works for us. If they're not hurting anybody else.
What I don't want to sound like I'm hateful, but I want it to be known as like a variety, like an extra. This is like an extra way people identify themselves. Yeah. I don't want it to be added in the options of he, she, they, them, transgender. I don't want it to be added there. I just want us to accept you guys, allow it to happen. I don't want people to feel uncomfortable or not, but I just don't feel like I want to add into this I'm sorry, but unnatural stuff.
Do you feel like you want to be in the middle of the CBD on a Thursday?
I will not match. I will not match. But I will voice. Yeah, I just feel like wacha watu waishi vile wanataka. I feel like it should not be an issue.
Yeah, I don't think it's that
Watu
much
waishi
of an
vile
issue.
wanataka kuishi, and then but just don't let us change our curriculum and our language. Mtu aki-confuse gender yako, just be like, yeah, I actually identify like this, and
don't
I'll be
start
like,
telling me.
fuck you and your identity.
Don't start telling me in the middle of like a hangout, I identify as they, and then me I'm telling like nice stories, and I'm like, but she,
they. And then everyone is like, see, watch a story share.
I'm like, uko wapi wewe na watu wako?
Hey, what is, yeah, like, just, we'll let you be whatever you want to be, but also allow us to just be what we want to be, and what, we don't have to adjust, by the way, this is what we're used to, but we just let you guys be. I don't think we need to adjust. Yeah, adjusting Starkey. Actually, I don't want to adjust. I want to know what I know, but allow people to be who they want to be, because I feel like, ata sisi bado, we are discovering being humans, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, watu wakue vile wanataka kukua, but isiingililie maisha za watu sana yenye sasa now people are being, it's not natural to me, so.
Irene amekataa.
Nimekataa, but nitawaacha waishi, and see, we have such friends.
You don't need to.
We have such friends, and me, I let them know this is how I feel, but I love you, and just be who you are fucking meant to be. But
like
don't tell me to call you that other thing.
You're in contact with reality, and you can make it make sense, like the way you tell a child that is a toy, and this is how the toy operates.
The toy is suddenly a flower.
Yeah, and the child understands that this is a flower. It needs to blossom. I personally need to understand it the same way. If it's not making sense, I'm sorry, then you might have to exclude me from the chat.
So in short, we understand this matches.
Be great.
But we want people to live their lives.
Yeah.
But it's
nobody is worth killing unless they
you those wacha watu waishi their crazy lives.
Yeah.
The people should be fighting against our canines, because leave these gay people, at least they're doing it with humans. Our canines. Let me just say this story. This is like a final story. So, watu wanaishi kwa Maroc, I don't know, that time before 205. Okay, from 205, I was in class 4. 205 to, I don't know, sometime there. But kulikuwa na mtu mwingine, sijui alikuwa anaitwa nani. Alikuwa anaishi karibu na bridge. He was a cobbler. There were pigs around him, but there were rumors that he was fucking pigs and chicken. But that's all that was around him. He looked dirty, but that was the rumor.
From lean meat to...
Did I say fatty meat? Imagine. Yeah. Yeah, rumors can be bad. Guys, watch out to watch it on that note. See you guys on the next one.